This bow tuning tip is brought to you by the FullDraw from Pullin Archery. You know, one of the biggest things that I hear from my customers, they get older, and along on with me, I know I'm getting older, a little more joint issues, a little more troubles drawing my bow back. My poundage is kind of dropping down nowadays. I'm not the kid I used to be shooting 80 pounds. A lot of guys will come in and they're like, I'm like, man, I haven't seen you for months. What have you been doing? Man, I hurt my shoulder, tore my rotator cuff, you know, or had to have surgery. You know, a lot of things happen to people and can take them out of the game of bow hunting. You know, and they're going, man, I can't see making myself go to crossbows. Myself, I don't have a problem with crossbows. I think they're an ultimate weapon, just the same as a compound is. The big deal is with these guys is they just have too much pride and they feel like they're sacrificing the heritage of bow hunting. Well, nowadays, there's a lot of products out there that can help you. One of the things that I want to show you today is kind of show you this product, and we're going to install it so you can get the idea of how it works. It's made by Pullin Archery. It's called the Awesome FullDraw. And what it does is it'll actually hold your regular compound bow at full draw so you can be ready to shoot just like a crossbow, but yet you stay with a vertical bow. I think it's a great thing, and I think it's a good idea, and if something ever happens and I have to resort to having some aid, then I'm going to get one of these things. I've already got one, so I'll probably just use it. We're going to run through the installation of it. Real simple to do. It'll work with all your modern type rests. It'll even work with dropaways. We're going to run through here. We're going to put a dropaway rest on it, and we're going to take it out and then fire some arrows with it. And you guys can see how easy and it is to install. The first thing we have to do when we have the FullDraw is we have to cut a little section of it out if you're going to install it with a drop-away rest. In this case, that's what we're going to do. And if you tell David, you'll see there's a little line scribed in there and an X. You tell him when you order that you want to put a drop-away on there, and he'll put the line on there, so you'll be able to do it. And I'll take it apart, just take the bottom screws out of the plate. And it makes it easier to cut. Okay, we got it all took care of now. We got it cut out of there. As you can see, we cut just this little piece of square stock out of there. Okay, we've got our bow here. And one thing about this bow is it belongs to a friend of mine. His name's Charlie. Him and his brother Jim hang around here all the time. And they're a couple old timers, I call them. Charlie's in his 70s, and he just can't draw his bow anymore. And he's been hunting with a crossbow, and he's found out ever since I have started shooting fobs, Charlie wants to try fobs. Now, he doesn't even know we got his bow, okay? So it's like a secret. He's going to be real surprised. So we're going to set this up with this FullDraw, and Charlie's not going to know about it. We're going to surprise him. And it's early summers right now, so he's going to have plenty of time to practice. And David Pullin at Pullin Archery, I didn't tell you I was giving this to Charlie, but Charlie, it'll be well appreciated, I promise you, and he'll probably whack something with it. So let's get it on, and so we can get out and play with it before Charlie knows we got his bow. You just mount it on the bow like you would a standard rest, being sure that when you do so that you make it level, just like you always do when you mount a rest to a bow. You go ahead and just snug it just a touch, and then you want to put your torpedo level on your string, get it level, and bring it around and put it on top of this rest. It's actually like a modified overdraw assembly. Get that level, lock it down, and be sure to tighten up these set screws that are there too. That's going to be pretty important. It's going to keep it from pivoting once you have the bow at full draw. Okay, now that we have this mounted on there, the next step is we're going to go ahead and install our drop-away, and it mounts in the back holes that you see here. There's like 6 holes. There's 2 of them at the top. That's the ones I'm going to put this in. I'm just going to use the one in the back. Go ahead and get it tightened down, and then we're going to get it set up. This is a trophy taker rest. So for you guys out there who haven't seen my videos, you can go look around my YouTube channel or on the website, whichever one you're on right now, and you'll be able to find the appropriate installation for this rest. We're not going to cover that. It's too much time involved in it. But we're going to go ahead and get this set up. Tighten down the set screw on it also. And you'll notice when you do that that you now have more clearance in the back where that plate, we took the plate out earlier, the little piece of stock. Now the rest will go completely down flat. Now this thing's gonna be awesome. Charlie's gonna freak when he gets to shoot fobs. We're gonna take the rod now, and the rod comes a standard length, and you have to cut it off because of the fact that it's different draw lengths for different people and different bow setups. So it's already got the release mounted onto the end of it. You can take this release off, it's detachable. It's got a safety feature, which you flip over. You can't push the button in. You can push the button in when it's off. But what you want to do is leave the safety off, and you're going to insert it in the top slot that's on the overdraw adapter. Slide all the way down and just clip it right to your string. And it'll clip below your knock points. I got 2 knock points on there. And now you're hooked up. You can go ahead and reinstall the safety now. That way you won't have any accidental misfires. What we're going to do is we're going to use our foot to draw this back with one hand while we reach around and put a mark on this rod to where it needs to be cut. Okay, I'm going to put my foot on the stirrup like so. And I'm going to ease back on the bow and draw it all the way down. And come completely to full draw. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your scribe and you're going to scribe the line right around the very front of where this first slot is here. I'll put a little scratch on there. Okay, then ease it down. Okay, we got that cut. We're going to take it over here real quick and we're going to sand it round so it doesn't have any sharp edges. And man, have you ever seen a hacksaw that big? Nasty looking. And look at there. You want to make sure that the first time you do it that it goes in, that there's no burrs to hold it. And voila, we got our bow at full draw. It's going to make Charlie really happy. It might make Kenny really happy because Kenny might be digging this, you know? All right, looks great. It's easy to uncock too. Whenever you get done hunting, say you didn't get a shot, you don't have to fire it in the ground like you do a crossbow and have an extra bolt that you'll probably lose. You just simply go ahead and pull back. You take a little tension off of it, push your rod forward back into the top slot, and then ease it down, and voila. It's just as easy to uncock as it is to cock. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the release to the D-loop. You push the button in, push it forward, and be sure that it clicks like so. Set your safety, draw the bow back. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and put the arrow on. I'd usually come in from the off side like so. Go ahead and snap it onto your string. Set it in the release. And we're going to go ahead and test fire this. Everything looks good. We got perfect clearance. Let's see how well it works. Bang. Almost a bullseye. I don't even have a peep sight. Okay, that's how you set up the full draw by Pullin Archery. As you can see, it's a very easy setup, simple to do. Couple of cuts here and there, bam, you're set up ready to rock and roll. You know, the nice thing I like about it is it has a modern appeal because you can use a drop-away rest, you can use a toothbrush style rest, you can use virtually any rest that you're familiar with. More than likely, you can use the rest that's on your bow. You need to call before you buy one of these and talk to them about the type of bow you have to make sure that it is compatible. Due to brace heights, there is issues with brace heights. Real short brace heights are not going to work just due to the fact that they'll hit the back of the rest. Most of the cases though, it'll work just fine. All right guys, well I appreciate you taking time to watch my video. Hope this shed a little light on something that you didn't know anything about. I'll catch you next time. Stay tuned.